Every great journey begins not with the first step, but with a single powerful belief: I can. Before the world believes in you, before success finds you, and long before anyone sees your potential, you must believe in yourself. That belief is your foundation. It's your fuel. It's your greatest superpower. Think about the most successful people throughout history. Leaders, innovators, athletes, and changemakers. What do they all have in common? It's not just talent. It's not money, background, or connections. It's not luck. It's self-belief, an unshakable trust in their own worth, vision, and ability even when no one else saw it. Self-belief is not arrogance. It's not pretending to know everything or acting like you're better than others. True self-belief is quiet. It's grounded. It's a deep understanding that you are capable. That even if you fall, you'll rise. That even if the world says no, your inner voice says, keep going. We live in a world full of noise. Social media, society, and sometimes even our own families can make us doubt who we are. They set standards, compare achievements, and define success through filtered images and highlight reels. But here's the truth. No one else's timeline matters but your own. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be to begin believing in yourself. You might say, but I've failed so many times. Good, that means you've tried. People laugh at my dreams. Perfect. That means your dreams are big enough to scare small minds. I'm not good enough. Stop right there. That's not the truth. That's fear talking. And fear is a liar. Every time you silence that inner critic, you get stronger. Every time you choose faith over doubt, you build your self-belief muscle. It's like a fire. The more you feed it with action, the brighter it burns. Let's get real. No one is coming to hand you your dream. No one's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, now you're ready. That's your job. You give yourself permission. You crown yourself with confidence. And when you do, you unlock a version of yourself that even you haven't fully met yet. The person who refuses to quit. The person who dares to dream boldly. The person who doesn't wait for opportunities. They create them. That person is already inside you, waiting, watching, hoping you'll believe enough to let them out. So today is not just another day. Today is the day you begin to believe. Not in a perfect version of yourself, but in the real you. The one who has scars, who's been through storms, who still showed up. That's the real superhero. That's the one who wins. Take a moment. Close your eyes if you can. Breathe in. Say it out loud. I believe in me. Again. Louder this time. I believe in me. Not because the world says so, but because you say so, because you're done waiting, because you're done doubting, because it's your time. And with self-belief by your side, nothing is impossible. Building unshakable self-belief. Now that you've taken the first step by choosing to believe in yourself, the next question is, how do you build unshakable self-belief? The kind that stands tall through storms, setbacks, and silence? The kind that whispers, keep going, even when the world tells you to quit? It starts with your thoughts. Your mind is the command center of your life. What you feed it shapes your future. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I always fail, I don't have what it takes, guess what? You're programming your mind to believe those lies. And your brain? It listens. Every single word. But here's the beautiful truth. You can rewire your thinking. You can train your brain to believe in you. Just like muscles grow through resistance, your self-belief grows by facing doubt and pushing through it. Start small. Speak power over your life, daily. Say things like, I am capable. I am learning and growing every day. I may not have all the answers, but I will find them. I deserve to succeed. It might feel strange at first, even fake, but repetition rewires reality. Think about it. You've probably believed negative thoughts for years without questioning them. Isn't it time to believe something better? Your words are seeds. Plant them with care, and they'll grow into confidence. But self-belief isn't just mental. It's in your actions. Action is where belief becomes real. You don't need to feel 100% confident to act. You just need to move. Confidence isn't the cause of action. It's the result. You become more confident by doing the things you're afraid of, by showing up even when you're nervous, by stepping into the arena with shaking hands and a pounding heart, and doing it anyway. Every time you take action in the face of fear, you're telling your subconscious, see, I can do this. And slowly, belief takes root. Not overnight, not with one win, but consistently, day after day. Let's talk about setbacks, because you will face them. Failures, criticism, rejection, people who don't believe in you. That's part of the process. But here's what most people don't realize. Setbacks don't destroy self-belief, they reveal it. When you fall and rise again, that's belief. When you hear no and still move forward, that's belief. When nothing goes according to plan, but you adapt and keep going, that's powerful self-belief in action. You don't build strength by winning all the time. You build it by surviving the struggle, so don't fear failure, don't avoid discomfort. Because every obstacle is a stepping stone. Every challenge is a chance to grow. Self-belief isn't built in comfort. It's built in chaos, in the messy, unpredictable, beautiful process of becoming. And don't forget this. You are not meant to live someone else's story. Comparison is a thief. Stop measuring your worth against someone else's highlight reel. Their chapter 20 doesn't invalidate your chapter 2. This is your life, your journey. Only you can define what success means to you. So stop waiting for validation from others. Your dream doesn't need approval. It needs commitment. Do it messy. Do it scared. Do it imperfect. Just do it, because your future self is watching. They're cheering you on. They're begging you to keep going. And when you commit to believing in yourself, not just once, but daily, something shifts, doors open, opportunities appear. Not because the world changes, but because you do. People feel it when someone believes in themselves. It's magnetic. It's powerful. You walk differently. Talk differently. You glow differently. So today, choose to stand in that power. Even if your voice shakes, even if your knees tremble, choose self-belief again and again and again. Because one day, that choice will change everything. From belief to breakthrough. By now you understand that self-belief isn't a feeling, it's a decision. It's the decision to keep going when things don't make sense. It's the decision to bet on yourself, even when there's no applause, no audience, no guarantee of success. That's where breakthroughs are born. In the quiet places where no one is watching, but you choose to rise anyway. Here's a truth few people talk about. Success is 80% mindset and only 20% skill. You can learn any skill. You can build experience. But the one thing no one can give you is belief in yourself. That's your job. That's your responsibility. Because if you don't believe in your own vision, why should anyone else? Let's go deeper. What does it mean to live a life fueled by self-belief? It means you stop waiting for permission. You stop looking for signs that you're ready. You stop asking the world to validate your dream. Instead, you wake up each day and act like the person you want to become. Ask yourself, if I truly believed in myself, how would I show up? How would I speak, walk, create, perform? Would I settle for less or would I rise for more? Self-belief creates momentum. It turns hesitation into action. It turns fear into fuel. It doesn't mean the fear disappears. It means you move anyway, and let's not pretend this is easy. There will be days when your doubt screams louder than your faith. There will be moments when your mind tries to drag you back into comfort, into old habits, into familiar pain. But here's what you must remember. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are potential, waiting to be activated. Every day is a fresh opportunity to prove to yourself that you are more than your limits. And that proof doesn't come from winning once. It comes from consistency. The habit of belief is more powerful than the feeling of belief. Think about that. Anyone can feel confident for a moment when things are going well. But the truly powerful people, they've turned belief into a habit. They've practiced showing up even on the hard days. They've made it part of their identity. I am someone who believes in myself. And when belief becomes identity, you become unstoppable. Let's get practical for a moment. Here are 3 powerful practices that build self-belief every single day. Keep promises to yourself. Say you'll wake up early. Do it. Say you'll hit the gym. Go. Say you'll start that business, write that book, take that risk. Follow through. Every promise you keep to yourself is a deposit into your self-belief bank. Break those promises, and you chip away at your own trust. Surround yourself with belief builders, people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you. If your circle doubts your dreams, it's not a circle. It's a cage. Seek those who remind you of your power, even when you forget. And if you can't find them right away, be that person for yourself first. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Every step counts. Every win, no matter how small, is evidence of growth. Write it down, track it, reflect on it. You are becoming more than you were yesterday, and that is worth celebrating. So let me ask you again. Who would you become if you fully believed in yourself, not halfway, not on some days, but fully, boldly, unapologetically? Because that version of you is not a fantasy. It's not a distant dream. It's within reach, and self-belief is the bridge that gets you there. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need one thing: the courage to trust yourself enough to take the next step. That's how breakthroughs happen. Not in giant leaps, but in small, consistent choices made with conviction. And when those choices are powered by self-belief, nothing can stop you. So rise up, stand taller, speak your dream, chase your goal, take the risk, face the fear, keep going. Because the world doesn't just need more talent, it needs more people who believe. And that person, that leader, that warrior, that dreamer with fire in their soul is you. Legacy of belief. You've walked through the doubt, you've stood in the storm. You've listened to that quiet voice inside, the one that whispered, "Keep going," when everything around you screamed, "Give up." And now you stand at the edge of something greater. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Self-belief doesn't just change your life, it changes the lives around you. When you believe in yourself, truly, deeply, unapologetically, you give others permission to do the same. You become a mirror that reflects what's possible. You become a light in dark places, a guide for those still trapped in self-doubt. And that is legacy, not wealth, not fame. Legacy is impact. Legacy is courage passed on through action. Legacy is you becoming the version of yourself that once seemed impossible, and showing others it can be done, but the path doesn't end here. Because belief is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment. There will always be new mountains to climb, new fears to face, new voices of doubt trying to creep in, and that's okay. Because now you know something powerful. You don't have to feel ready to be ready. You don't have to wait for confidence to act. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need to believe, take the next step, and trust that the path will reveal itself. There's a version of you in the future, stronger, wiser, more powerful, looking back at this very moment, and they're smiling. Because this is the day you stopped waiting. This is the day you silenced the noise. This is the day you decided that you are enough, that your voice matters, that your dream matters, that your story matters. And whether the world claps or criticizes, you will still rise, because your power comes from within. Think about all the times you made it through the things you thought would break you. Think about the nights you cried, the mornings you got up anyway. Think about the moments you doubted your worth and still chose to show up. That's strength, that's belief in motion, that's you. You are not here by accident. You were made for more. Your voice, your mind, your heart. They carry a message no one else can deliver, so don't play small to make others comfortable. Don't dim your light to blend in. Don't shrink your dreams to fit into someone else's box. You are not meant to fit in. You are meant to stand out, to lead, to create, to inspire, to rise, and even when it's hard. To build, even when the foundation is shaky. To believe, even when the future feels uncertain. And the more you believe, the more you become. Not just successful, but significant. Not just wealthy, but wise. Not just known, but remembered. Because in the end, people won't remember your failures. They'll remember your fire. They'll remember how you rose. They'll remember how you kept believing, when it would have been easier to quit. So here's your call to action. Start today. Start now. Do the thing you've been putting off. Speak the words you've been afraid to say. Chase the dream that's been burning in your soul. Not because it's easy, not because it's guaranteed, but because you believe in yourself, and that changes everything. Because when you walk in self-belief, the world makes way. Opportunities find you, people are drawn to you. Doors open not because you waited, but because you knocked, and if one door doesn't open, kick down the next one. Build your own, create your lane, write your story, because this is your life, and you only get one. So live it loud, live it real. Live it fueled by belief. Because the world doesn't just need more followers, it needs leaders like you. And your greatest power, your sharpest weapon, your unstoppable force was inside you all along. Self-belief. Now go prove it.